moving ahead and ahead, spinning its wheel of dream growth, establishing a strong backbone of infrastructure and technology, smeared with incessant energy supply. The growth story continues for India. This wave of growth is moved by high demands of energy, mostly in the form of petroleum products, uninterrupted supplies at distant corners. For high demand areas like agriculture, industry, transportation, Indian Oil Corporation, with its unstinting commitment to India's growth, is pledged to transform tomorrow, today. This wave of outstanding growth places huge demands on the energy sector, which leads to an increase in the use of petroleum products. The promise of unconditional excellence is an integral part of Indian Oil's business philosophy. It is ingrained in its work ethos. It is visible in every endeavor, every initiative, and every commitment. Today, Paradeep is set to figure prominently on the Indian crude oil transportation map. Indian Oil has turned it into state-of-the-art reality, and this ancient port city has geared itself up to handle large volumes of oil traffic. Here at Paradeep, Indian Oil has successfully laid down its crude pipeline system between Paradeep and Haldia, covering a distance of about 300 kilometers. This has set in motion a flurry of activities at the port level. Most of the crude oil required for Indian Oil's Haldia and Barauni refinery was received at Haldia Dock Complex. Due to inadequacy of draft in the navigational channel from sea to Haldia Dock, crude oil could only be brought in small parcels. This system of receipt of crude oil resulted in high costs of transportation, affecting the refinery margins. To streamline the supply of crude oil to Haldia and Barauni refineries by adopting a cost-effective alternative, Indian Oil took up its mega project of laying a pipeline from Paradeep to Haldia. Installation of first single-point mooring (SPM) system in the east off the coast of Paradeep is a major and crucial part of the project. The system is able to unload crude oil from very large crude carriers berthed near to it. Crude oil is pumped through 48-inch diameter, 20-kilometer offshore and onshore transfer pipeline to the tank farm at Paradeep, consisting of 15 crude oil storage tanks of 60,000 kiloliters each. The journey continues further through 300-kilometer trunk line crossing rivers, canals, roads and railway tracks. Major rivers like the Mahanadi, the Haldi, the Brahmani were crossed through sophisticated horizontal directional drilling (HDD) method. The pipeline also has a scrapper station at Balasore and terminates at Haldia. This IOCL mega project is a story of success, a story of technological brilliance. The technical challenge presented by the rough sea environmental conditions at Paradeep demanded a high-end technology in design, installation and construction of SPM, an offshore pipeline system. which the project implementers succeeded in archiving at each stage of its progress. Besides overall economic advantage, pipeline transportation has more reliability, safety, flexibility, environmental pollution control, low energy consumption and negligible losses during transit. Laying a pipeline system from Paradeep to Haldia along with associated crude receipt and storage facilities is preferable over the present mode of operation and has therefore been selected for implementation. The SPM at Paradeep is the first on the East Coast and the third in the country. Indian Oil's Paradeep-Haldia crude oil pipeline project would also make Paradeep a major petroleum hub. The engineer's century. This is how the 21st century is often described, and Paradeep-Haldia pipeline is a testimony of the century, a tribute to the nation. For Indian Oil Corporation Limited, the vision is clear, the road ahead is already mapped out, and the journey has begun.